Hey, what's up guys? This is Ron with CO2 Free again. Today we want to talk about all things charging when it comes to your Tesla. Many folks have questions such as, how much does it cost to charge a Tesla at home? How do you charge a Tesla at home? How long does it take to charge your Tesla at home? What do you do when you're on the road? How much does it cost to charge? Where do you charge? What happens if you're not near a charger? All those questions and more will be answered today on this video. Thanks for watching. So let's discuss where I do most of my charging, and that's going to be at my house. Shortly after I bought my Tesla, I had a local electrical company come out and install a 50 amp breaker so that I could charge my Tesla a lot faster. See, Tesla gives you an adapter with your mobile charging kit for 240 volts or 120. So notice I said mobile. Tesla does not recommend that you continue to use this mobile charger at your house, but I have found it's been okay for most things. Ironically, while I'm making this video, it started acting up, as you can see here, by the red indicator that we were having issues. But all I do is I unplug it, plug it back in, and reset it. So surprisingly though, charging it at home hasn't really affected my bill that much. As you can see here from these year over year, month over month bills that I'm showing you, that the increase has been somewhat negligible. So how do you figure what it costs to charge an electric vehicle? So what I know about my driving habits and the climate at which I drive my vehicle, I use about 250 watts per mile. 250 watts per mile. So a kilowatt has 250 watts in it. So it'll have 4 miles per kilowatt. Well, luckily I live in the great state of Texas, and my current electrical rate is a little bit less than 11 cents a mile. So if you do the math on that, which I'll show you now on a calculator, you will say, let's just assume that we're going to drive 15,000 miles a year. We'll divide that by 4 because, again, I get 4 watts or 4 miles per kilowatt. That means I'm going to use approximately 3,750 kilowatts. My home charging rate's almost 11 cents, so I'm going to use roughly $400 a year or $33 a month. Now, some of you engineers or physics majors may want to push back and start talking about vampire drain and battery degradation. I'll let y'all fight about the exact cost of charging. Just know for me in Texas where I live, it costs me around $4. I'm sorry, I get around 4 miles per kilowatt. So depending on what your electrical cost is, where you live, the climate, there's so many variables, but as a general rule, you're looking about $400 a year to go 15,000 miles if you live in a climate like mine. So what do you do when you're traveling? Well, you have multiple options, but obviously the most viable one is to use Tesla's Supercharging network. They're scattered throughout the U.S. What's nice about them, you can enter your destination and the computer will do all the mathematical formula for you to tell you when you need to stop, how long you need to stop. Now, what does it cost? Well, that all depends. Depending on what vehicle you've purchased, what deals Tesla may have been offering at the time. With my first Tesla, I received free charging for life, so I didn't really worry about the cost. My most recent Tesla, my Model 3, I had free charging for 1 year. But even still, if I have to pay for my supercharging, I find it runs somewhere between $5 to $13. And again, it's very complicated to try to explain. Short answer is it depends on how much electricity that you need to put into your battery at the time and how much energy is already in your battery. If the battery is low, it'll fill up pretty quick initially, and Tesla charges by the minute. And so I won't bore you with all the details. If you're really curious about what it's going to cost to use a supercharger, you can get into the minutia and the fine details, but I'll tell you, on average, you're going to spend somewhere between $5 and $13. Again, this is in Texas. Your mileage may vary in the state that you're in. Now, one quick secret about charging at superchargers, at least here again in Texas, we have some companies that give it to you for free. I'm not sure what deals they've worked out with Tesla on the back end, but as an example, Collins Street Bakeries here in Texas, if they have supercharging stations, and it doesn't cost you anything. And to top it off, if you go in and show them your Tesla key, they'll give you a free drink or a cup of coffee. So check out Collins Street Bakeries. Another option while traveling is what Tesla refers to as destination chargers. These chargers do not charge as fast as superchargers, but they can bridge that gap for you in between supercharging stations while you're stopped on your trip. In my hometown, our local hotels, some entertainment, and grocery stores have some of these destination chargers. A third option when traveling with a Tesla or any electric vehicle for that matter is third-party vendors such as PlugShare, EVgo, and ChargePoint networks. These locations can service many manufacturers of electric vehicles, not just Teslas, but you better make sure you have the right adapter with you. When I was actually filming this video, I went to a local grocery store to show you how you could use it, and guess who didn't have the proper adapter? And much to my surprise, when I was preparing this video, just what this adapter cost. As you can see from this photo, it's pretty expensive. But I will tell you, there are some really unique opportunities when using these third-party vendors. As an example, you see this picture here. We went to an LSU football game. Parking was $70 to $100, but because I needed access to that electric charger, I parked for free, and the Louisiana State University topped off my car while I watched the football game for free. So when you do stop to charge, how long do you have to stop? Well, again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it all depends. It depends on what the climate is, how fast are you driving, how hot or cold are you keeping the interior of the vehicle. The good news is Tesla has provided us a real-time energy consumption, and it's constantly updating how far the computer thinks you'll be able to go. So it will tell you when you stop and start charging exactly how long you need to sit there in order to make it to the next charging station. But a little advice, go about 10% over if you have the time, because the range anxiety is real. And if you don't know what I mean by range anxiety, that means you start sweating it, wondering, are you going to make it to your next charger? Well, all right, there's all things charging with your Tesla. Hopefully you got something out of this video today. If you did, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button and the like button. What that's going to do is allow me to continue making these videos. Something I enjoy doing, but I've got to get the word out. The only way I can do that is if you'll like, subscribe, and let people know that this channel exists. Thank you so much for watching.